Yo, hit that like button for me, guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you who do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back at it. What's going on, man? It's your boys, Choc, and in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on the 4 best center builds that I am seeing after patch 2 in NBA 2K26. These are the best center builds that you can currently make. This is updated, man, so make sure that you guys do me a solid. Smash the like button and make sure that you guys pay close attention. I'm going to put you guys onto 4 different builds with 4 different play styles. And I've kind of been doing these build videos where I just give you multiple builds and I don't put any gameplay. If you guys want me to start putting gameplay in the build videos, please let me know. I can scale back, and instead of giving you guys variety, I can give you guys like maybe a build or two a week that I play on. But the reason that I've been doing it like this is my thing is like everybody plays different, and I want to make sure I cater to all audiences and all play styles. But let me know in the comment section what you guys prefer, man. Again, I make these videos for y'all, so definitely let me know. Now, without further ado, let's talk about this right here. So this build right here is a 7-4, and believe it or not, these 7-4s are still extremely viable and extremely dominant. The contest patch got reverted, okay? So 7-4s are absolutely shooting over everything again. Now, some people are gonna be like, yo, contests are broken. They are to an extent, but obviously you can play good defense on this build, but if you are not in a 7-4's grill, he's gonna knock it down. So with a 90 mid-range and an 89-3, we are gonna get a lot of shooting badges. Now, the only thing that this build's not going to have a ton of is perimeter defense, but it's basically maxed for a 7-4. Again, this build is going to be an offensive juggernaut. It's going to get a ton of rebounds. The only area you're really going to lack in is perimeter, but you're 7'4". And because we have really high block, if you are guarding the pick and roll on a build like this, which personally I wouldn't recommend, but if you do happen to get caught in the PNR, all you have to do is jump, man. If you guys jump on a 7-4, you will get crazy contests because you are a 7-4. Cat breakers can pretty much go anywhere on this build, although personally, I would put them on offensive rebounds so you guys do get a little bit more snagging animations. I think that's pretty important, but overall, this build does not have any weaknesses, man. This is a really good 7'4". If you guys like that build, definitely make sure that you guys smash the like button and let me know in the comment section. Now let's get on to build number 2. We are going to take it down a notch and we're going to go the polar opposite. We went from 7'4", the tallest we could get, to 6'8", which personally I would say is the shortest we should go on a build like this, okay? 6'8" centers are definitely viable in terms of park, okay? Park and stage, proving grounds. I would not, the keyword here is not, recommend you to try and run center on a build like this in the 5s. Just being the sole fact that you're probably going to get dogged out by one of those 7-4s. Even if you have way more skill than him, the fact that he is so much taller than you, you're going to struggle. But one thing that you're not going to struggle with on a build like this is guarding the pick and roll, okay? Again, this is why for 3v3, this build becomes so viable, and honestly, you could use this as a pro and power forward, so you do get a little bit of versatility in this build, being that you can use it as a 4 and 5s, and then you can use it as a 5 and everything else. So this build, it has the 89 driving dunk. You guys can use your cat breakers to get this up and get all of the contact dunks in the game, okay? So this build right here, this is one of them Thanos builds, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you guys like to be able to do everything. I know sometimes I make builds and you're like, yo, I don't like that we don't get the contact dunks. I want to go crazy. This build can do a little bit of everything, man. Now, again, the rest of the cat breakers, I would probably recommend you guys to put on steel, because even though you're not plucking people, as a back end, you definitely want to make sure that you get good lane animations. But keep in mind, you with a 73 steel are going to have more steel than 99% of the players that you are playing versus in your game mode. We got a 92 D board and an 80 O board. And again, like I said, you could definitely play power forward in Pro-Am with this. Although again, obviously there's ways that you can make builds better, but this is what I call a very versatile build here. And if you guys are one of those people that are like me and you're like, yo, I don't need contact dunks, that's not really my forte, you can obviously drop that and up your steel, up your defense a little more, up your shooting a little bit more. There's definitely areas that you guys can improve. Again, keep in mind, these are just templates. Change it to fit your game. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I would make it, but I understand that some people want to change things, and that's totally fine. Like I said, variety is key. And you don't, again, if you're somebody that's like, yo, I'm never going to dunk, what's the point of having that super high driving dunk, you know? Now, right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on a 7-footer, but make sure that you guys stay till the end of the video, because I promise you the 6'11" that's coming next, you guys are going to absolutely rock with. But look, 7 foot, man, if you guys have played 2K over the last few years, 7 foot has been the meta center height, okay? The reason for it is you're tall enough to outboard those short centers, but you're also way faster than the 7.4s and the 7.3s. Like, the speed on a 7-footer is so much higher than a 7.4. Honestly, the speed jump on a 7-foot to a 7.1 is a massive difference too, which is why we usually stick with the 7-footer. Now, if you guys have noticed in all of these builds, I am making them poppers. If you guys don't want to be a popper, obviously, just like I was saying with the dunking on the last build, you can drop your shooting and put the points in other areas. But the reason that I'm making primarily poppers here is because you don't know what guard you're gonna play with all the time, okay? Sometimes when you're playing the game, you're gonna play with a point guard that likes an inside center. And being on a popper, you can still play like an inside. But other times you're going to play with somebody that's a rim runner that needs, and the keyword here is needs, a popper. And if you're on an inside, you guys are going to lose. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Everybody has that friend that only rim runs and he can't shoot, and he's banking on you to knock down your jump shots. So that's why we're making poppers. And this one right here is a really viable popper. Again, this is one of those builds that absolutely dominate pro-am. As you guys can see, we went with the 94 O board. You're 100% want to cap rigger that. To get to 99, you would also cap rigger your pass accuracy if you guys are somebody that is playing fives. Overall though, this build is really no weaknesses, man. It has great defense, great rebounding, great passing, great shooting. It's just a pretty much perfect built 7-foot build, man. I'm telling you guys right now, the post-bully class visionary build, it goes crazy, man. As you guys can see, no weaknesses on the court, man. I'm telling you guys right now, if you are looking for a footer, you came to the right place, man. Smash the like button, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that do. Now let's go ahead and get into the last build right here, man. This build is a wild card, man. This build right here is a wild card, and this build has a lot of upside, okay? So as you guys can see, we are going with 6'11" for the height. Now, the reason that we are going 6'11" for the height is you are going to be significantly faster than that 7-footer, man. The same way that I was talking about the speed difference between 7 foot and 7'1", you will see in the speed difference here between 6'11" and 7 foot. It is night and day. Now, one thing that I'm gonna go ahead and preface here is if I was to make a 6'11", personally, I would not put shooting on it. Now, I know that's probably confusing for you guys. When I make centers, I go insides, okay? I am just an inside type of guy because I like to have the maxed out rebounding and the maxed out speed and the maxed out vertical. That way I can win my position, okay? One thing I think too many people do when they're making their builds is they're trying to make their build do a little bit of everything, and then it ends up not being great at anything. Like, it's good at everything, but it's not elite at anything. And for me, when I'm making a center build, I'm making a center build and I'm saying, yo, like, I'm gonna be a glass cleaner, you know? Like, I'm gonna be, for lack of better words, I've been seeing this on Twitter, I'm gonna be the good boy, you know? Like, I'm gonna be the guy that's gonna get every single rebound and kick it out to his teammate every single time. And some people don't wanna play like that. I stopped posting builds like that on YouTube because people would tell me how trash they were. Now, my build would dominate and I would kick other builds behinds, but, you know, I gotta cater to the audience. If you guys wanna see more of the good boy type builds and the builds that I'm rocking with, let me know in the comment section. We might have to drop one. But yeah, as you guys can see, this build is definitely faster. And again, naturally, it's going to jump a little bit higher. It's got good vertical, good pass accuracy. If you guys are not somebody that's gonna play fives, you can obviously drop that pass accuracy. You don't need it to be an 87 unless you are running the 5v5. But this is just another really good center build option for my people out there. Like I said, this channel is all about variety, and that's exactly how I'm gonna get you guys going. This is a 3-level break starter. But overall, man, if you guys enjoyed the video at all, smash the like button. If you are new to the channel, sub up. I appreciate you guys for watching. And as always, it's your boy Choc. Stay tuned for more, and I'm out. Peace.